If you would rather have your tongue stuck to a frozen pole than sit with your emotions, this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Kim Long and I'm with DOCHAS Psychological Services in Spruce Grove, Alberta. And today I'm going to be sharing with you from my perspective how to sit with difficult emotions and why you'd even want to in the first place. And believe me, I get it. Asking you to sit with difficult emotions is like the equivalent of noticing a spider on your leg and asking you not to brush it away. It just feels like it goes against every instinct that we have. The problem is that if we don't learn how to sit with our emotions, it's also almost like having a bunch of toddlers inside of you, and each one is clamoring for attention. Like, mom, 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 mom. And if you pay attention to the emotion, which we're going to talk about in a minute, then generally it starts to get quieter and feel a little bit more settled. It's still there, but it's not, asking for all of your attention. But think about what happens for any of you that have had toddlers. Think about what happens if you don't at least indicate that you've heard the toddler. They tug harder, they get louder, they want your attention. And that's what happens with our emotions if we don't pay attention to them. And the other issue that happens is sometimes those emotions, because you aren't respecting them, I guess, can pile on with other negative emotions, which actually increases our emotional pain. So, for example, and I'm going to share with you an example of it not sitting with your emotions. So for example, one of my sensitive areas is that if someone says to me, can we talk later, without giving me any indication about what that talk is going to be, I instantly feel fear. And it's like, oh my God, I've done something wrong. They're mad at me about something. It's kind of that people-pleasing thing that I have. And if I'm not allowing those emotions to be, I can actually end up feeding them with shame and guilt. Like, oh my God, I must have done something wrong. Where did I screw up? I'm a bad person. I obviously did something wrong. However, if we just allow ourselves to sit with the emotion, so an example of me sitting with an emotion is I'm going to allow the emotion without trying to get rid of it and without judging myself for having it. So, can we talk later? And there's no context. I can notice my immediate sense of fear. And my first step is that awareness. So I notice that my body's getting tight, my heart is beating faster. Sometimes it'll go as far as me feeling like I want to throw up. And I'll just say, okay, and now I'm going to validate it. So the first step is awareness of mind and body. The second is validation. So I'm going to notice that I feel afraid. And I'm going to say, it's okay that I feel afraid. I learned from past experiences with that kind of phrase that I would often be in trouble. So it's okay that I feel that way. So I've named the emotion, which helps if you can. And I've also said it's okay to feel that way. I'm not crazy. I'm not judging myself for feeling the way I feel. And then the last thing to do is to observe it as it changes and focus on the present experience. So it would be something like, it's okay that you're feeling this way. This comes from past experiences where you did get in trouble when they said those phrases. Just notice as you're breathing that you actually are feeling a little bit better. Notice as time is passing, your chest feels a little bit less tight. Notice maybe that it's still staying icky. What can you do about that? Is there anything that you can do about that? And if there is, do it. If there isn't, then leave it alone and just try to notice that the emotions will generally change. The other thing is focusing on the present. Like, she wants to talk later. Is anything hurting you right now? No, it's not. You're okay right now. You are safe right now. You can prepare for whatever is going to come. But I'm not feeding it by saying things that are judgmental, like, God, you must have screwed up. You're a horrible person. You're ridiculous for being so afraid of everything. Instead, I'm focusing on how the emotion is changing and trying to almost empower myself through self-talk. And I'm being very aware of how my body is also informing me. So those would all be ways that I would sit with an emotion. Now, why that would be important is actually going to be covered in a different video. The why of its importance is often what we'll ask clients to do in therapy, which is to process an emotion. So there's going to be another video that will tell you what the heck that means and how to do it. And in order to process an emotion, you have to know how to sit with one. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. You can generally through our website at www.dochaspsych.com. And if you liked this video and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button below. And yeah, so look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.